Hello dear traders, I'm Anna Kasatkina. You're watching the weekly review of financial markets on InstaTV. US markets were closed on Friday for the Good Friday holiday. Before that, the S&P 500 rose by 2% last week in choppy trading. The benchmark index declined by 1.2% in the first quarter of 2018, following 9 straight quarters of gains. US stocks rallied on Thursday as the technology sector curbed steep drops seen in recent sessions. The Nasdaq Composite settled higher at 7,063.44. The index rose by 2.3% in the first quarter. The Dow Jones Industrial Average advanced to 24,103.11, with shares of Intel rising by 5%. The Dow fell by 2.3% for the quarter. The S&P 500 went up to 2,640.87, with the tech sector rising by 2.2%. The S&P 500 lost 1.2% on the quarter. Equities have had a volatile quarter. The major averages hit record highs in January before falling into correction. Concerns that rising inflation would lead to tighter monetary policy pushed stocks lower in February before they recovered slightly. In March, worries that the US could spark a trade war with China, along with the downside pressure in techs, kept Wall Street on its toes. Stocks showed up earlier in last week as comments from officials in the United States and China suggested the world's two largest economies would renegotiate tariffs and trade imbalances, averting a trade war. China raised import duties on a $3 billion list of U.S. goods in response to a new U.S. tariffs on imported steel and aluminium. Investors shrugged off economic reports showing a slight increase in consumer spending and initial jobless claims dipping to a more than 45-year low. Core personal consumption expenditures rose by 1.6% year-on-year. The index watched by the Feds as a measure of inflation has been below the regulator's target since mid-2012. In corporate news, shares of Amazon.com closed up by 1.1%, recovering from a 4.6% drop after the US President Donald Trump panned the online retailer on Twitter, claiming that the company pays little to no taxes to state and local governments. Meanwhile, shares of Facebook rose by 4.4% on Thursday, but for the month, the social network lost 10.4% in its value. Recent reports emerged alleging that Cambridge Analytica, an analytics company, had gathered data from 50 million Facebook profiles without users' permission. Facebook has come out to apologize and tried to rectify the matter, but concerns have still remained. And this concludes the weekly review of financial markets prepared for you by InstaTV team. Thank you for watching and see you back soon.